Hello everyone, this is Kelsey Guidry from MyOnce, and I'm here today to tell you about the Facebook multiple location application. So if you have a business or some other entity that has multiple locations and you've tried to get that all set up on Facebook, I'm sure you've come across the problem that Facebook doesn't give the ability to show off all of those locations like addresses and phone numbers. You only have one place to put the address and phone number of that one single business. So what Facebook did was they came out with an application that allows you to add multiple locations and show that off to your fan base. The good thing about it is that it is a Facebook-made application. It's not a third-party application. The bad thing is that you actually have to go through Facebook to be able to get that installed. So Facebook says that you could go to facebook.com/client services and make the request to get your location structure turned on. But from what we see in here, and if from your experience, it's kind of difficult to get in touch with Facebook. Fortunately, here at MyOnce, we have some connections that's directly to Facebook, and we have the ability to get that application installed for our customers. We actually sell that as a service for only $79, and we'll do all the legwork for you and get it turned on, and then it's your responsibility to add all the locations and the information yourself. But I'm not here in this video to talk about or sell the product specifically. I just want to talk about how it works. So what you do with the multi-location application is you will install it on what you would consider your main brand or parent page, and all your locations are deemed, I guess, child pages or locations. So if you have a business that has 2 locations, for example, you're going to end up with 3 different pages. You're going to have one main brand page that you have probably already set up for your, the main business, and then each location is going to have its own individual fan page as well. So you would end up with 3 pages if you had 2 locations. There's no limit to the amount of locations that you could have. So we reference Dairy Queen very often as far as something to look at, and Dairy Queen has thousands of locations across the country, and they use the locations application. You could go to their page and in their tabs under the cover image, look for locations, and you'll see that map. And on the left-hand column, you'll see a little bit of information for the locations as well. So that application will give you the ability for your main brand page or your parent page to have a map that shows all of your locations. Being that each location has its own page, of course it has the ability to have its own address, its own branding. You might not want to change any of the branding to keep it all consistent, but maybe change up header, cover photos, or anything like that. But each page could have its own interactions and networking with its customer base. So some people think of it as, oh, well, if I have multiple locations, then I got to keep track of 3, 4, 5, 6, all of these different fan pages. That is true. You could potentially do that, but like Dairy Queen, for example, they don't really give any attention to their locations pages. All their attention is focused on the main brand page, and they interact with their fans there. The main reason that they use their locations is, if someone is searching on their phone and they're looking for a Dairy Queen, the multiple location pages are going to come up in the search for their address and their phone number and stuff like that. So they'll find it that way, but they're going to follow the main brand page. So one of the things that the app is kind of cool that it does is, even though it's multiple locations and they have the check-in feature, if you check in at multiple locations, all those number of check-ins will aggregate to the main brand page. So you could show off, well, look how many people checked into our business, and that's actually across all of the locations. One thing that it does not do, or I guess 2 things it doesn't do, is one, just because they're all connected does not mean that you could post a status update on the main brand page, and it's going to go out to the other location pages automatically. You would have to share that if you wanted it to go out to those locations. The other thing that it does not do is it does not aggregate the number of likes. So if you had 1,000 on the main page and 100 on the other locations pages, it won't aggregate those and show your total number of likes. So as far as the application, it's is very useful if you have multiple locations. It allows your users to be able to search you and find you and see your information as far as address and phone numbers. It'll aggregate your check-ins, and is going to give you a tool that's going to be able to show off to your customers that you do have multiple locations. So if you have any questions about how it works or anything, just let me know and comment in the video, and I'll see you around. Thanks. Bye.